means a pair of angles whose sum is equal to 90 degrees. A pair of angles whose sum is 90 degrees is called complementary angles. Then we learn supplementary. Supplementary means a pair of angles whose sum is equal to 180 degrees. And the third one, I said adjacent. Adjacent angles are the angles which have a common ray, a common vertex, and their interiors are not the same. They are disjoint or they are different. Then such pairs of angles are called as adjacent angles. Now we go to the fourth pair. The fourth pair. Please don't write, just listen. If I take two angles in one line, okay, like this. If I take this as 60 degrees and this as 120 degrees, then the sum in that line is equal to 180 degrees. That means my two rays over here, the non-common rays, are opposite rays. See, one this side, forming a straight line. If in two adjacent angles, these are adjacent, both are adjacent because it has a common ray, it has a common vertex, and these two are not the same interiors. They are adjacent angles. But one condition, the non-common rays form opposite rays. When does it become opposite? That is when they are in a straight line like this. Okay, from here one is this side, one is this side. Then such a pair of angles is called as linear pair of angles. They are called as linear pair. So now my fourth pair is linear pair. Write down the fourth pair is called as linear pair. Now what is a linear pair? A pair of adjacent angles whose non-common arms are opposite rays. Not the common one. Common one in the center. Okay, so now write down a pair of, these are adjacent angles only. A pair of adjacent angles. They are also a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common arms are opposite rays. Non-common arms are opposite rays. They are called as linear pair of angles. Now you can draw a diagram. Just a line. These are non-common rays. And this is a common ray here. 60 degrees. 120 degrees. And I can label this. This is A, O, B, and C. In general, we can draw another diagram. You can draw like this, one more diagram, and name those angles as 1 and 2. They are angle 1 and angle 2. so that when you add this up, when angle 1 measure and angle 2 measure, when you add up, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Total should be 180 degrees. So we write down the next sentence below this. The angles in a linear pair. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. They are supplementary. That means angle 1 and angle 2. These measures, when you add up, answer should be equal to 180 degrees. See here, 60 and 120. When you add up, total should be equal to 180 degrees. Now, such a pair of angles is called as a linear pair. Note down, children, draw this diagram, both the diagrams you draw, and then write down this point also. Below that, we'll write down a small note. This helps you later. So write a note. Note number 1. All linear pair are supplementary, and underline supplementary. Underline that supplementary. Undernote the second point. All supplementary angles are not linear pair, but all linear pair are supplementary. All supplementary angles are not linear pair, because in a supplementary we know that they can be two separate angles also, isn't it? We can have two different figures so that the sum is equal to 180. Whereas here, it should be a single figure. It should be a pair of adjacent angles. Okay. So all linear pairs add up to 180. That's why they're supplementary. But all supplementary angles are not linear pair. They will not lie on the, need not lie on the same line. They can be two different angles. Note down the note, note number 1 and note number 2. I hope it is done. Okay. Now we go to the next type of a pair of angles. This is the fifth type. So far we learned complementary, supplementary, adjacent angles and linear pair. Now the fifth one is called as vertically opposite angles. Number 5. You can just note down the heading. I will explain this to you. Vertically opposite angles. Just note down. Now, what do you mean by vertically opposite angles and when are they formed? Okay, so if you take any two lines or line segments or any two rays and they cross each other, like when I take two lines, don't draw, listen. I draw in this way like a X. They cross each other at one point here and that point is O. That is called as point of intersection, the meeting point. And at that meeting point, we can see four angles are formed. Here one angle, here two, here the third angle and here the fourth angle. Now, if you see the first angle and the third angle and you measure them, it will be the same measure. Same way, you take the second angle and the fourth angle and you measure them, you will get the same measure. Then such pair 1 and 3, angle number 2 and angle number 4, such angles are equal and they are called as vertically opposite angles. So a pair is angle 1 and angle 3. Here I can say 2 and 4. Angle 2 measure should be equal to angle 4 measure. Then 1 and 3 is a pair of vertically opposite angles. So which is my pair of vertically opposite angles? Is 1 and 3. Same way, angle 2 and angle 4 measures are always equal. Therefore, my pair of vertically opposite angles is angle 2 and angle 4. If I name this, because in exam you will be asked to name this with the alphabets. If I name these lines as AB and CD, now which are my equal measures in this? My equal measures 1 and 3 can be named as AOD. So angle AOD is equal to the third angle, that is BOC. This is my angle. You can start measuring from C also or B also. Now these two are my vertically opposite angles. So how will I label angle 1? AOD, or you can also say angle DOA. Both are correct. How will I write down angle 3? How will I label this? COB or BOC. These are equal. So my pair of opposite angles are angle AOD and angle BOC. Same way, now I should take angle 2 and angle 4. Angle 2 and angle 4. How will I label angle 2? I can say BOD or DOB. So angle BOD. And which is my opposite here? AOC or COA. AOC. Therefore, my pair of adjacent angles is angle BOD and angle AOC. Please note down now, then I'll give you the explanation. Just draw this, children, and label it as I have labeled. Name the diagram as I have named, and write down these points which are given to you. Vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect, at the point of intersection, four angles are formed and the opposite angles are always equal. They are called as vertically opposite angles. Then note down which are those angles which are equal. I have written in terms of numbers as well as in terms of the letters. This is the point O here. Point of intersection is O. So angle 1, angle 3. In between you can see this is O, point of intersection. And this is angle 2, this is angle 4. For equal angles 1 and 3, I have drawn one arc. And for equal angles 2 and 4, I have drawn two arcs. I hope it is done, and whenever you draw the diagram, use scale and pencil. Now we write down what do you mean by vertically opposite angles. So right below you can write down when two lines intersect. Intersect means they cross, they meet, okay, they cross each other. The vertically angle, opposite angles, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. So formed are equal. Complete this. For vertically opposite angles, I can show one example like this. You can see a pair of scissors where two arms are crossing each other at a point. Now this point is called point of intersection. And see the angles formed. There are four angles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the vertically opposite angles, see if you see the vertically opposite here and here, this and this, they are equal to each other. This and just example I'm showing how we use this in our daily life where vertically opposite angles are formed. Even when I take a smaller angle, see here, automatically these two angles become small and this becomes obtuse big. They are equal. You can just take two pencils and cross each other. So when you cross each other, four angles are formed and the opposite angles are equal to each other. I hope it is done now. These are the 5 types of angles we learned, pairs of angles. It is not types of angles, types of pairs of angles. That is complementary, supplementary, adjacent, linear pair, and vertically opposite angles. I hope it is clear now. Now we go to exercise 5.1, and based on these 5 pairs, we are using only these 5 pairs of angles and solving the question. So write down exercise 5.1. Exercise 5.1. Your first question is find the complement of. Find the complement of. First one, 20 degrees. Now see, one angle is given 20. Complement means total should be 90. So which is the other angle they have asked you? So to find out the other angle, complement of 20, I need to find out. So complement of 20 is nothing but 90 minus 20, because the total should be 90 degrees. So 120 is given to you, which is the other one. So you should do subtraction from 90 degrees and you get the answer as 70 degrees. Like this you should do. When they ask you complement, subtract that number from 90 degrees. I'll give you the second one. You subtract and tell me the answer. The second question, you have to find the complement of 63 degrees. Write in the same way and do it. Write in the same way. We have to find the complement of 63 degrees. Got the answer? Subtract properly. Some are saying 33, some are saying 27. 90 minus 63 you should do. Complement of 63 degree. You subtract 90 minus 63. Subtract. Yes, correct answer 27. 27 degrees. Okay, one more. Third one. Find the complement of 57 degree. Do it. Do the 57 degrees. The next statement will be complement of 57 degree is 90 minus 57. Subtract and tell me the answer. Yes, correct. 33 degrees. I hope you are clear now. When I say find the complement means subtract it from 90 degrees. That gives you the answer. Now we go to the second question. The second question they have asked you, find the supplement. Find the supplement of. The second pair of angles which we learned. Supplement means total should be 180, isn't it? So, to do the first question, 105 degrees. Now, what statement you need to write down is, you have to write down the supplement of. The supplement of 105 degrees. You are supposed to subtract this from 180, children. So you have to subtract it from 180. 180 minus 105. Subtract and tell me the answer. Yes. Subtract and tell me the answer for this. 180 minus 105. I'm just getting the previous answers. I want the answer for this. Nobody has done this? Don't write the previous one. $180 minus 105. Okay, I will give you the answer. 75. This is the supplement of 105. Now, the same way you are supposed to do two more questions. I'll give you. Find the supplement. Please stop writing, children. Find the supplement of 87 degrees. Find out the answer. Subtract. The supplement of 87 degrees. 180 minus 87. Subtract properly. And you get the answer as 93 degrees. You can just check your answer. The next question. Find the supplement of 154 degrees. Keep doing it. The supplement of 154 degrees. 180 minus 154. Subtract. Subtract correctly. And see what is the answer for that. The answer, when you subtract, You get the answer as 26. 26 degrees. I hope now this much is clear to you, how to find the complement and how to find the supplement. Now, when they give you a pair of angles, how will you find out whether it is a complement or whether it is a supplement is my next question. Question number 3. Stop writing, children. Question number 3. Identify complementary and supplementary angles. Identify complementary and supplementary angles. We have to identify complementary and supplementary angles. Very simple, we can finish within no time. I will only give you 2 examples. They have given you 65 and 115. And you need to identify whether they are supplementary or complementary. Now what do we do here is we add up and we check what is the answer. When you add this up, you get the answer as 180. Therefore, we say supplementary. If it is 180, then you should write it as supplementary. The second one, 63 degrees and 27 degrees. Same way. You have to add up this. 63 plus 27. And when you add up this, you will get the answer as 90. Then you should write complementary. So if you get the sum as 180, then you write supplementary. And if you get the sum as 90, then you write it as complementary. Write down these 2. And on your own, you will complete this. Same way, you have to complete this. Note down this and complete your work. I hope it is clear to you now. This you have to do on your own. Saraswati ma'am.